Guys, so for today I have a first impression on a new foundation. I love doing first impressions for you guys and I love trying new foundations. And from what I can tell, you guys really love it as well. So the foundation that I'm going to be kind of reviewing and doing a first impression on today is the YSL Le Teint Touche Eclat foundation. I'm so excited because hello, look at the packaging, absolutely gorgeous. And not only is it gorgeous, it's super practical. I'm absolutely loving the fact that it has a pump. But before I get into the packaging, I'm just going to tell you guys about this foundation and kind of what it claims to be and what it even is. So this is the illuminating foundation, the Le Teint Touche Eclat by YSL. This foundation is supposed to be really luminizing and radiant. It also claims to be weightless perfection, which I totally agree with the fact that it's really weightless. So just by reading the little packaging here, it's supposed to kind of pick up light particles and just, instead of make you look dewy, it's just supposed to kind of give you that really nice glow from within look, kind of pick up lighting in the right spots and contours of your face. So it's supposed to just really make you look like really satiny, glowy, which I would say that this foundation has a very natural satiny finish. It isn't dewy at all, which I really enjoy because I like dewy foundations but not super dewy, greasy ones. And I feel like this one gives me a little bit of like a light infusion. So far, I haven't read or heard any claims about how long this is supposed to last. I think this is one of those foundations that isn't kind of priding itself on lasting long, which kind of sucks because I do have oily skin, so I really need like a foundation that's going to really stick on me. But as always, I'll let you guys know down below how it lasted for me. So let's just get into the packaging. It comes in this absolute gorgeous, all gold YSL packaging that all of them come in. Just a gorgeous, amazing packaging. I actually got mine in the shade Beige Rose, BR20, and the packaging of the actual foundation is absolutely gorgeous and super practical. It comes in this really nice kind of clear glass pump where you can see your foundation color through, and then it says YSL, and then it says Le Teint Touche Eclat on the back as well. And then you get this gorgeous gold cap with the YSL logo on the top, and you pull it off and you have a pump. So this is like one of the main things that I really love about this foundation, and it really does matter just because of the practicality of it. The only thing that, it's not really a huge deal, but I wish that they made the knob a little bit taller, because when you're trying to fit your finger like right underneath to get the pump, your finger doesn't really fit. You kind of have to drag your finger down here, which makes this bottom part kind of messy. But that's like not even a big deal at all. But that's just me being, you know, kind of detail oriented and letting you guys know every single little thing. But it does come with the pump, and I absolutely love that. Like, it's just really great to not have to, you know, dump your foundation. As far as the shades go, they have an amazing shade selection. They kind of break it down from cool, neutral, and warm. What I will say is that I am neutral tone. However, I didn't get one of their neutral foundations just because I found that their neutral tones were actually more on the yellow side. I wish that they just included the neutral tone as a, you know, 50-50 cool and warm, but I felt like they made their neutrals a little bit more on the warm side, which I'm neutral, but I'm a little bit more on the cool side of neutral. So the fact that they included more warmth in their neutrals, I don't think it would be for me. It would be a little too yellowy. So I went with the BR20, which is the BR is beige rose, and rose is more of the cool tone. So I did get BR20, and I would say that it is kind of like an NW15. Also, this foundation does retail for $60, which is super duper pricey. Where I work, we actually sell it, so I did get a discount on it. But I would say that I would have paid full price for this. It is a really great foundation. I think it's absolutely awesome so far, just off of a first impression. I really enjoyed using it. It's super lightweight, and I would say it's light to medium coverage. If you have acne or anything like that, you're gonna have to build this foundation up. But the good news about it is that it's actually buildable. I found that you can actually cake it on, but it's not really gonna cake up, if that makes sense. So you can kind of put on 2 to 3 layers and it's not really gonna look cakey. What I did like about this as well is I noticed that I kind of had 2 options. In my demo, you'll notice that I kind of buffed it in on this side, and then on this side I kind of stippled it. And when I stippled it, I got a medium coverage right away, and I got a really nice flawless finish. And then on the side where I buffed it in, I got a very lightweight finish where I still see some skin underneath. So I had the ability to kind of choose what I want. Of course, I enjoyed more of the full coverage, so kind of stippling it in with your brush gives you a more full coverage. Also, the scent of this foundation, I noticed right away that it smells really, really, really great. It actually smells like it's fragranced, which, by the way, I just want to say, don't let that scare anyone who doesn't like fragrances, because I personally, I hate fragranced anything. So fragrance lotions, fragrance body washes, anything like that. But let me just say, this is fragranced in the most natural, slightest scent way, that it doesn't smell very strong and bad at all. So I actually hate fragrance things, and I enjoyed this still. So don't be scared of that. This kind of just smells like a really light, flowery garden, but it smells natural though, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have that chemically, fragrancy, strong smell. It just smells like really natural, which I actually really like, and it's the first time that I've actually been able to say a foundation smells good. But I will say that as it's on my skin, I don't smell it at all. I only smell it when I'm, like, you know, applying it. I think I pretty much covered everything: the finish, the coverage, the scent of it, the practicality, the packaging, all of that stuff. I think I pretty much covered everything. I might just let you guys go ahead and check out the demo and see what my initial first impression was, so you guys can get to see it better through the application and everything like that. So if you're interested in checking out the demo, then just make sure to keep on watching. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the actual first impression and demo. So this is the foundation. I'm so excited to try this, you guys don't even know. So this is the shade BR20, and I'll just show you guys what it looks like. So this is the shade BR20. As you can see, this foundation is pretty runny. I'm hoping that this shade matches me. I had a little bit of trouble choosing whether or not I wanted to get the neutral shade or the cool shade, but I ended up going with the cool shade just because the neutral looked like they put a lot of, like, yellow in it. I will just say this foundation smells really good. Like, it smells like a fragrance, but not in a bad way. Like, you know how some fragrances are, like, extremely strong and fragrancy? No, this kind of smells like a lightly scented flower or something like that. It smells really, really, really good. I'm going to go ahead and blend with my Sigma F80 brush. So it blends out really nicely. On this side of the face, I'm going to kind of swirl it in and buff it in, and then on the other side, I'll go ahead and kind of stipple it. So it feels very, very light in texture so far. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can tell, but on the side of the face, where I just stippled it in, instead of buffed it in, it looks a lot more full coverage, and I actually like it better. So this side, I kind of just stippled it in, and as you can see, I got a really nice, like, flawless finish. This side, I got just a little bit more of a natural finish. You can still see some skin popping through, whereas this one you can see a little bit of skin popping through. But it's a really great, like, natural, flawless finish. So I actually prefer to stipple it in just to get that little bit of extra coverage, because I will say that this is a pretty light coverage foundation. I'm actually going to go ahead and add a little bit more coverage to this side, just a little bit, and stipple it in, just so that the coverage can match on both sides. Yeah, so I definitely recommend kind of stippling it to get that extra coverage. Or if you are the type of girl where you really like a light coverage, then definitely just kind of buff it all in there and you'll get that. I love this foundation so far. It gives you a nice, like, I will just say it's looking a little bit extra dewy on me, just because I feel like just because I was a little bit oily when I started applying it. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back just to sum up my thoughts. So now that you guys got to see the demo and the way that it applied, I'm sure you guys can see that it gives you a really nice, really lightweight, natural look. Like, it looks like your skin but better, and it kind of gives you that glowing from within look. I do just want to say that I did set my makeup with powder. I didn't set it with the powder that's, like, my absolute favorite powder that makes everything last long. That would be my Ben Nye powder. I didn't use that because I didn't want to really affect the longevity of this foundation. But I always set with powder anyway, so I did use my Rimmel Stay Matte. But it definitely does give you a really great glow from within, like, light infusing, really natural look. I'm not crazy in love with it. It's a really great foundation and I am loving it. But I don't know, I feel like the only foundation I've ever done a first impression on that I'm, like, dying over and I absolutely love was the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo foundation. I did that first impression and I was just, like, crazy over it. So I don't know, maybe I just really enjoy more full coverage matte foundations as opposed to light texture, you know, natural satiny foundations. Who knows? All I know is that this is a beautiful, beautiful foundation, and I have to play around with it a lot more to really see my true feelings on it. But I will say, off of a first impression, I really love it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this first impression. If you did, please give me a like, thumbs up. As always, really quickly, I will leave a comment down below in the description box as to how this lasted all day for me, because it is now 10 a.m. and I will be wearing this until 10 p.m. so a full 12 hours. So check in the down bar down below and I'll let you guys know how it worked with my oily skin. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll of course see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.